University of Bluefield, Virginia, 96-81. In that game, they had 5 players in double figures, and they were led by the young man Ian Goins. He led them with 22, putting 5 in double figures, and they had a 6th player right there with 9 points on the cusp of double figures. They shot the ball really well. They shot 58% from the floor. They were 11 of 21 from downtown, and they got to the free throw line 20 times, but they only made 13.
Yeah, and any time that you shoot the ball that well from deep, that kind of offsets the free throws. But to win any kind of close game, you really need to get better at the free throw line as a team.
Crowd is settling in, and we're moments away. We'll have the starting lineup, kind of like the new digs that Tech's wearing tonight, Eric. All of last year when they played at home, they wore white, and now they've got gold uniforms with the navy blue numbers, and that's sharp over there, isn't it?
Yeah, that's good-looking uniform. Got to break out the new coaching tenure in the new year.
Yeah, new
with
digs.
Some new digs.
That's right. So we're getting ready to have the player introduction, and Eric, we'll let you give the introductions for Pikeville. They're coached by Ty Compton in his 6th year.
Yes, and they'll go like this: Keon Warwicks, Bradley Bunch, and I think we'll end up calling them the Brady Bunch.
The Brady
correct?
Bunch, yeah.
Zion Blevins, L.A. Walker, and Keenan Cutler.
And for Tech, under first-year head coach Corey Akert, this is how Tech will go. They'll go with Brandon Moore. They'll go with Liam Craven. Craven has been around, seems like he's been around for a while. Cole Chapman. Cole Chapman had 12 the other night. And Ian Goins, as I mentioned, he had 22. And Jackson Tackett, who's a transfer from Alice Lloyd, he played high school in the state of West Virginia. He played for Logan and Mann. He was on a state championship team, which Mann won. He had 17 points. And I remember him from last year, Eric, when you and I did the game. He played for Alice Lloyd, and he played really well for them. And now he's a member of the Golden Bears.
Yeah, and that's the new era of basketball,
yeah.
right? The guys that you might be playing against, you also want to check them out and circle them because they could be in your program the next year.
And the thing about it, Eric, I think what we'll see tonight is both teams getting up and down the floor. That's the way both teams like to play. They don't want to get the shot clock down under 10. They want to get up. If they have to play in the half court, they don't want to take a lot of time in their sets. A pass, pick, screen here or there, and get a shot up.
Yeah, you and I had a chance to talk to both coaches before the game, and they both kind of echoed one another. You know, we're going to Coach Akert said we don't shoot as well as a team, but we're still going to, rely on that 3 heavily and don't have as much size as last year.
As now, this is something new as they turn out the lights as we're waiting on the introduction. I thought, what in the world's going on? Uh-oh.
Yeah,
I thought maybe somebody pulled the plug on us.
It's happened on us before.
Yes, it has. So this is really neat how they do that as they introduce the Golden Bears of WU Tech. But, yeah, I'm really excited to get the season started. Another thing, too, is before we came on the air, Eric, I was looking at Tech's schedule when you and I were talking. After tonight, Tech will not play in this building again until up in January. I think it's January 6th. When the lights come back on, I have their schedule in front of me. I'll give you the exact date. They're to be on the road after tonight the rest of November, and they do have 2 home games in the month of December, but they'll be playing them on their campus facility because this facility is not available. And also, one of the road games right before Christmas, they'll be in Huntington to take on Marshall.
Yeah, and that's going to be a nice trip for this program to go down and take on Marshall, get some experience playing against in the big time.
Yeah, and now the lights come on as I look at their schedule. After tonight, 6 straight away games. They will return home on December the 6th, and they will play against Appalachian Bible. They'll play that on their campus, and then also on Saturday, December 13th, they'll play UVA Lynchburg, but they won't be back in this building again until January. Actually, it won't be January 6th. They won't be back in this building again until January 13th when they play Rio Grande. So after tonight, that's a long way not playing what they're accustomed to here at the Raleigh County Convention Center.
Yeah, they'll be what's considered road warriors by the time they return.
All right, we are ready to go. The referees are telling all the players got to tuck in. We are set. And in the center circle, it will be Goings. He will jump for Tech. And it will be Blevins to jump for Pikeville. And Pikeville, they will control the tip. So it looks like Tech will start out in man-to-man. And right here's the guy you want to watch for number 1 here, Bunch.
Yeah, he may score in bunches.
Yeah. You know,
he's got some size too.
Sets a high screen, and you figure he's got to be, to be able to score the way he does. Is there's a 3-ball put up and good on the first possession as Wirtz knocks it down.
And that's the way to get off to a nice start on the road.
Graham puts it on the deck, puts up the short shot, and he just grazes the rim. He had a good look. And back the other way comes the number 12 team in the country, Pikeville. And Bunch, they turn it over. Good defense as Graham able to go down on the floor to get that steal. Tech in transition. Here's Chapman, and he throws it away.
Yeah, that's a tough pass across court. That's one of those things that, they look open, but with the length of U-Pike, that's going to be tough to make those kind of passes.
Here's Bunch with it. Tackett will get him defensively. Coming down 11 on the shot clock. There's a nice drive off the back iron and in.
And that's L.A. Walker.
And a quick 5-0 lead to start the game for Pikeville. Pikeville extending the pressure. Back in the zone. Here's Tackett, head of the lane. Finds Goings. Goings will step out, shoot a 3, and hit it.
Nice lefty stroke from Goings. Much needed 3.
Like I said, Goins was the team's leading scorer on Saturday. Back at you, 3-ball on the far side, and that 3-ball is knocked down by Cutlip. So 3 possessions, and they've made 3 buckets. The 1 turnover, beg your pardon, 4 possessions, 3 buckets. Here's Chapman with it. Looks over the zone. Tackett, head of the lane. Puts it on the deck, tries to attack the basket, spins, head fake. Leans in, nice kiss off the glass and scores.
Yeah, nice way to stick with it. Gave a little pump fake and got it up and in.
And that's one thing, other than that one possession that U-Pike, 11 seconds on the clock, they're putting it up quick, and there's a runner is good.
Cutlip with a 5 in the first 3 minutes of the game.
There's Tackett again at the right elbow, looking at the zone. .14 to shoot. Here's Chapman with it. Chapman trying to create. They now under 10. Tackett trying to work his way in. Nice fade away, and it's good. That's
Bucket.
A nice-looking shot.
Yeah, that looked a little reminiscent of a little Larry Bird fade away right there.
Yes. Well, this is already exciting here in the first, 3 minutes and some change. As Bunch will dial it up from downtown. It won't go. Battle for the rebound. And that's one thing, as good of a scorer as we're told that he is. When he misses, you got to get the rebound.
That's right. That long rebound, Tech's not able to corral and give an extra possession as
Walker off the glass.
Scores.
And you can see why this team is number 12. They really they got a lot of guys who can put the ball in the basket.
That's Walker's second bucket.
Yeah. I'm sure they do spread the wealth around. That's what makes them as good as obviously that the voters who put them number 12 think that they are. Tackett will step out behind the three-point line, dial it up a little strong. Bunch will clear the rebound for U-Pike.
And right now, both teams seem to just be getting into their rhythm.
Tech 1-0 on the season. This is the first game for Pikeville. Down to 13 on the shot clock. Double team, nice give and go, and a nice finish with the left hand.
L.A. Walker.
They've doubled them up. Football scored 14-7. A little more than 4 minutes into the game. Drive into the lane. Goins from the baseline. Can't get it to go. Battle for the rebound. And Walker comes out of there with it for U-Pike.
And good transition defense by Tech, getting back and stopping an easy bucket.
Good ball movement. They work it around, 15 to shoot. Here's a 3. Good. The 3-ball knocked down by Wirtz. And now it's a double-digit lead for Pikeville. And a timeout for Tech with 15:03 remaining here in the first half. It's 17-7, Pikeville with the lead. We'll take a break. Be right back here on Video Productions.
Before you hit the Hatfield-McCoy trails, fuel up the way West Virginians do at Little General Stores. We're proud to be part of your ride. Rooted in West Virginia and built for the back roads. Little General Stores. Fuel your adventure the West Virginia way.
Hey, my name's Paige, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is the crispiness of the breading and the tenderness of the filet. It's tasty, it's warm, it's total satisfaction.
Hi, this is Tanya, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is that warm bun, the perfectly seasoned chicken, and that pickle. Woo! I love it. There's a taste of my childhood in every bite.
Back here in Beckley, Maris Lowry with Eric Thomas. A good timeout for Coach Akert. Eric, as Tech has found themselves down double digits by 10.
Yeah, great timeout. Couldn't afford to wait for the TV timeout and media timeout, and I think what they need to do right now, they have to get some kind of semblance of offense. They missed some open looks.
Well, as we look at the shooting numbers, Pikeville, they've come out red hot, Eric. They've made 7 of 8 from the floor and 3 of 4 downtown.
Yeah, I mean, that's a recipe for victory.
Yes.
You can see they're a well-oiled machine even in their first game. And I think this zone is really giving Tech some trouble.
Yeah, new player into the game. He's got the ball now. Traylon Woods. He penetrates, finds Tackett down low. Tackett head fake, puts it up and in. Nice play. And he was a nice addition, like I said, from Alice Lloyd. And he's able to score and get it back to single digits.
Yeah, and Tackett has 6 of the 9 for Tech right now.
Here's a 3 ball on its way. That's too strong. Woods clears the rebound. That 3 was a new player into the game, Jace Copley, who put that up for U-Pike. They go to Tackett. They're running a lot of offense, which I think that's good for Tech through the post. As Woods has it, he'll dial up a 3. It's not there. And clearing the rebound will be Copley. And back the other way is into their bench, some new players. We'll get you that. That is Jalen Rigdon into the game. And there's a bucket and a 3 ball.
I didn't see who got that one.
I didn't see that. I was looking down at my sheet. We'll check that. It's now the biggest lead of the game right here at 11. But I agree with you, Eric. I think the zone is really giving Tech a little bit of issues. Chapman trying to find his way. Around the horn they go. Making it tough. There's just nothing there. Goins will dial it up for 3. It's short, but Tackett with an offensive rebound. Gets a new clock. Reverse layup won't go. And back the other way is Pikeville. Head shot is no good. The rebound is Copley, and I think was Copley the one that knocked that last 3 down.
Yeah, that was just in the game, Jace Copley.
Roby Todd into the game. He's got the ball now. Down low, they double team him. Ball's loose. Good defense by Tech as they turn him over.
Yeah, Goins with some hustle. Looks like he's come up a little banged up.
Tech pushes it, and they get a 3 from the far corner. Is good by Woods. Woods, a new addition to the Tech roster for this season. Chapman playing really good defense, good hard drive to the rim, and now they'll call a foul. It's probably going to be on Goins.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be on Goins, but I like the great aggressive drive from U-Pike, but Goins not willing to give up the easy layup.
Roman Kellum is set to check in. Of course, Eric, you and I have called basically Roman Kellum's high school career playing at South Charleston when they've battled Beckley and in other games that we've seen South Charleston in.
Yeah, he's definitely used to playing in this facility, and it usually came up big in those contests.
Also, we'll check in will be Benton Wolford II. He'll check in after this free throw. He's at the free throw line for U-Pike will be Jalen Rigdon, and the first free throw is good. The biggest lead has been 11. The lead is 9 now. As I mentioned, Wolford II, Benton Wolford II in, and as also talked about into the ball game for Tech, Roman Kellum. And second free throw, it is also good. The lead back to double digits. So now they extend the pressure as Chapman brings it up. But it seems like it's caused confusion, in Tech's offense.
Yeah,
it's starting further out, isn't it?
Exactly right. And Pike, they have a lot of length.
They get the ball. Kellum inside. Back out. Goins on a drive. Takes it hard to the basket. It's swatted. That's a nice defensive play by U-Pike. And they turn defense into offense. They find Walker. Nice catch in front of us. He's got a smaller man on him, and he's trying to back Woods down, and they'll get Woods for a reach-in foul.
Yeah, good reach right there because they had a little what they call a mouse in the house right there. It was probably going to be an easy 2. Only the second foul of the first half.
Yeah, 24 on the shot clock. And it'll be Peyton Bird to throw it in. No, actually, then it'll be Walker. Walker looks for Bird. There's a drive. The shot put up over Chapman won't go. Battle for the rebound. Offensive rebound to Walker. He'll throw it back out to get a new clock. Good head fake. Good ball movement. 3 on its way. Short. And Kellum able to clear the rebound.
Yeah, but good, better, best right there. U-Pike got a wide open look, just not able to knock it down.
Goins on the drive, down low. Shot put up. Count it and it goes, and there's the foul. As getting to the free throw line will be Roman Kellum. He'll try to polish off a 3-point play. Kellum, the South Charleston native, as he'll try to finish the 3-point play. And Goebel will check in. He's from nearby where we talked about Kellum from South Charleston. Nearby George Washington High School is Goebel is where he's from. Christian Goebel checking in for the first time tonight as Kellum tries to complete the 3-point play, and he cannot. And the rebound is by Blevins.
And the struggles continue with their first free throw attempt after struggles the opening night for WVU Tech.
I think we have a clock issue, and I know, Eric, we were off the air when we were watching the women's game, and one of the things you said to me is we haven't had a clock issue with the women's game because we had it a lot last year, and I said, don't say that. It'll probably happen in our game, and we're not even at the halfway point of the first half, and it's happened.
Yeah, blame that one on me, right?
Yeah, I got to blame it on you, right? Good ball movement by the number 12 team. Pikeville, from Pikeville, Kentucky, about 3 hours from here in Beckley. And that is good. And that shot is put up by Cutlip. And that's a double-digit lead again. And that's a 3-ball.
And that's the second 3 of the night for Cutlip.
And there's a good hard take to the basket, up and in. That's a nice play by Moore. Their top guy, Bunch, really, they've held him, contained him, and they're still up 9.
Yeah, because they have a deep roster.
Nice pass in. Globazzi shot blocked from behind, but there's Kellum with a putback. Roman Kellum.
4 big points off of the bench for the freshman.
Trying to get the ball to Walker. He's got a smaller man, Woods, on him. Nice drive into the paint in traffic, puts up the left-hand shot. That is no good. And back the other way. Here's Moore. From the near corner, the 3 is too strong. Battle for the rebound, and we got a whistle. And what do we got? We got an injured player that I didn't see.
The young man that shot the shot, Warwick's. At the other end, I think he got poked in the eye and really couldn't see. I think it right there got raked in the eye, incidental contact, and had to come out of the game.
So with 10-14 left in the half, we've got a stoppage in play. And while we got a minute, tell you that tonight's game is brought to you in part by Leisure Lanes, Johnstown Road in Beckley. Leisure Lanes has a 24-lane bowling center with a full-service restaurant. You can bring your family, join a league, or book your next event or your next party at Leisure Lanes, Johnstown Road in Beckley, 304-253-7328. Also, tonight's game brought to you by Infinity Coal Company, located in Sophia, West Virginia. And they are hiring, and you can apply online through the United Coal Company's Facebook page. Also, the game brought to you in part by Pasquale's Italian Restaurant. Have all your favorite Italian dishes, plus sandwiches, salads, and seafood. Catering and private parties are available. Book your next event at Pasquale's at 304-255-5245. 5-3. 10-14 remaining in the first half, and Tech is trailing by 7, 25-18. The number 12 team, Pikeville, Eric, is led by 11 on 2 different occasions.
Yeah, but they've got WVU Tech got a little lift off the bench from Roman Kellum and able to really try to dig into it. But I think the next 10 minutes of this half, you don't want to go down if you're Tech double digits into halftime.
So we're ready back for action as we're getting ready to come up on the halfway point here of the first half. It's been a very good, entertaining game. Here's Bunch with it now. Running a little weave. Walker's been solid in this first 10 minutes as he goes to the basket, puts up the short shot. It won't go. Blevins with the offensive rebound. The putback won't go. Battle for a loose ball. It's out of bounds over to Tech.
Yeah, Blevins really climbed the ladder for those 2 rebounds, just not able to finish around the rim.
And now we have the media timeout. 9:50 for the opening half. It's a 25-18 lead for Pikeville. We'll take a break. Be right back here on Video Productions.
Here we grow again. Pioneer Community Bank is proud to offer a network of banks right here in our communities. By offering you more locations, Pioneer continues to meet all your banking needs where you are. Please stop by our New Harper Road location. We are truly investing in Southern West Virginia. Pioneer Community Bank. Friendly service, great products. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
There's a place where innovation becomes transformation, where you'll find that education is not just about learning, but about being excited to learn. A place to feel at home. Pursue dreams and prepare for careers. Build lifelong friendships. And a place where you'll be encouraged and mentored along your journey. Discover your future. Get ready to soar. The University of Charleston.
Like a good 3. Thanks for the help. Sure. Hey, I know you don't need it, but I do what I can. Welcome you back. If you caught me saying I know you don't need it, but I do what I can. We were just talking to the referees. And Eric, I think that's a good job officiating. Come over here and look at our video to see whether what was called a three-pointer actually was a three-pointer about a couple minutes ago, which when they looked at our replay, they determined that it was.
You're right.
And that is the correct score.
It was exactly a couple minutes ago. It's 11:20 mark.
Yeah,
11:50 mark, something like that.
So it's a 7-point advantage as Tech has the ball. And here's Moore with it. Trying to get the ball inside. Nice head fake by Moore off the glass and scores.
Brendan Moore with his second deuce of the contest.
So it's a mini 6-0 run by Tech.
Yeah, and after the timeout, the first timeout by Coach Corey.
Yeah, after that injury timeout. Here's Bunch into the lane. Good job by Kellum to cut him off. 12 to shoot. Walker will dial it up for 3. It's not answered, but an offensive rebound by Blevins. A new clock. Walker cuts to the basket, puts up the shot. It doesn't go. And Goebel gets the rebound for Tech. Moore with a nice spin on the baseline. Pass down low. Kellum puts up the shot. It doesn't go, but he's fouled. But I'll tell you, Roman Kellum has really given him a quality minutes off the bench.
You know what he did? It was a good dive to the basket, not thinking that the ball was going up, and had his hands ready, and gets to the free throw line where he struggled at the only attempt for Tech at the line, 0 for 1.
So Kellum will be at the free throw line. He'll shoot a pair. 6'7" freshman from South Charleston, and the free throw is good.
See, I did that reverse.
That's right. That's like the reverse broadcaster's jinx, right? Tech was down as many as 11, and if Kellum can hit this free throw, they will cut the lead to 3. In fact, they were down as many as, and I jinxed him right there. In fact, they were down as many as 11 on 2 different occasions. Now they trail by 4 at the 8:50 mark in the first half.
Yeah, and you look, you're 1 for 3 from the free throw line, so you make those gimmies. You're right in it.
Yeah, and that's what we said on Saturday. They were 13 of 20, as well as they shot the ball. And that's a nice shot right there. And that shot was knocked down by Rigdon.
Yeah, and that'll be his first bucket, 4th of the game. He's 2 of 2 from the free throw line as Rigdon.
Here's Chapman looking over the zone. But, yeah, as good as Tech shot the ball in their win on Saturday, 58% from the floor and 11 of 21 from downtown, they were only 13 of 20 from the line. There's Roman Kellum again scoring.
Kellum able to elevate on the jumper in the paint. Marison, that's one thing that Roman Kellum can do is as U Pike misses the layup.
Yeah, Cutlip misses the layup. And here is Tech on the attack. Go ahead and finish that thought.
I had we cover the state tournament, track tournament through video production.
Right.
Kellum was a finalist in the 4A high jump.
Wow. Here's a 3-ball by Moore. It doesn't go. And there's Bunch. And Bunch is still scoreless, correct?
Yeah.
Here's a hard take to the basket, and there's a foul. I think it's on the drive, and that is the case.
And I think they're going to whistle Moore on the reach. Yeah, Brandon Moore picks up his first. Only the team's second.
So Craven will check back in for Tech. Into the lineup will be Roby Todd for Pikeville. And also in will be Riley Sammons. He'll toss it in and get the ball out to Todd. Bunch has it now. 3-ball, left-handed 3-ball won't go. And a good job by Moore to clear the rebound for the Golden Bears of Tech. Go to Jackson, tack it inside, trying to back the man down. They cut him off.
I mean, this zone is really still giving them fits.
Yeah, that's not the shot you really want Kellum to shoot.
But that's something probably trying to develop a little bit. But you're exactly right.
So here's Bunch with it, trying to back Kellum down. Tough fade away off the glass and scores.
Wow.
What a heck of a shot.
Hey, his first bucket of the night, he had to earn it. A lot of contact, able to fight through it and score.
And I like the way the officials didn't blow the whistle. There was a lot of contact, and at this level, you play through it. Chapman, will he go off a screen? Nice head and shoulder fake, but a wild shot that time by Moore. Back the other way comes Pikeville.
Yeah, I think Moore's feet got a little tangled. If he didn't get that up, it was going to be a travel.
Yep. They work the ball around near corner 3. Good. Right down the chute by Sammons.
The 6th 3 of the half. So 18.
Craven, yep, he puts up the 3. And that's normally has been his shot.
Yes,
he just
it
didn't
is.
knock it down.
But 18 of U Pike's 32 points have come behind the arc.
Yeah, they're well balanced. And then, like I said, you're talking about your top player in the conference, second team NAIA All-American, and he's only got 1 bucket, and that is Bradley Bunch, who scored the last time down. That time is a missed shot, and back the other way is Craven. Moore drives to the basket, contact, will draw the foul and get to the line.
Yeah, way not to settle right there at that time for Brandon Moore. Really get to the 10 and try to get some freebies here. But WVU Tech's 1 for 3 at the free throw line.
As we watch the replay, like I said, don't settle for that. Put the ball on the deck, attack the rim, draw the foul, get to the line. And here's a chance to get back in the game. You know, they were down on 2 different occasions by as many as 11 points. Trailing 32-23 and a missed free throw. And like I said, that even though they won on Saturday and able to put up 96, I don't have what the percentage is of 13 to 20, but I know that's less than 70%. Of course, that's like in the 60s. And as a team, you got to shoot when you got 70-75%, right?
Yeah.
You got to
as
a team.
I'd say that's like around 65-67%.
So 1 of 2 free throws made, and the lead cut to 8. As we're coming up on 5.5 minutes remaining here in the first half. And there's a foul by Chapman. A little too aggressive that time.
Yeah, a little aggressive.
So Chapman whistled for the foul. That'll be his first, team's 4th. And that'll be side out with 21 to shoot. Right there in between the Tech bench and the scorer's table. As Peyton Bird will put it in play. It's the ball to Rigdon. They got a nice little weave, a lot of good offense right here. They get the ball down low.
Great spacing, great cut.
And into the lane. I was screened out. Let's see who got that.
Robbie
that was Todd. Todd able to score. and it's back to a double-digit lead, a lead of 10. Like I said, Pikeville's led by 11 on a couple of different occasions. That's been the biggest lead of this first half. Lead 10 now. Chapman on the drive to the baseline, up and under. 3-ball from the corner won't go. That 3-ball was by Moore.
Yeah, in and out. Tough miss.
.20 to shoot, and there's a whistle
Yeah,
and a foul.
Clear out. That was going to be whistled on Riley Salmons. It'll be his first. Team's fourth.
So we'll have a timeout on the floor with 4:44 remaining in the half. A 10-point advantage for the number 12 team in NAIA Pikeville. They lead Tech by 10. We'll be right back here on Video Productions.
Before you hit the Hatfield-McCoy trails, fuel up the way West Virginians do at Little General Stores. We're proud to be part of your ride. Rooted in West Virginia and built for the back roads. Little General Stores. Fuel your adventure the West Virginia way.
Hey, my name's Paige, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is the crispiness of the breading and the tenderness of the filet. It's tasty, it's warm, it's total satisfaction.
Hi, this is Tanya, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is that warm bun, the perfectly seasoned chicken, and that pickle. Woo! I love it. There's a taste of my childhood in every bite.
And we welcome you back to Beckley. 4:44 remaining in the half, Eric. 10-point lead for Pikeville, 34-24. Pikeville shooting it well. They're shooting 50% from the floor, 13 of 26 from the floor, 6 of 13 downtown. They made both of their free throws. Tech, 10 of 24, which is not bad from the floor, but only 2 of 10 from downtown and just 2 of 5 at the line.
And my math, 2 of 10 is 20%.
Yeah, not good.
And that free throw shooting
2 of 5, not good. Coming up at halftime, we'll recap the first half. We'll have Charlie Houck from Little General Stores. We'll be on to talk about the Little General event we'll have in high school basketball. Here's Goins will dial up a 3. That's not close, and the rebound comes out to Todd right now. And here, Eric, this is a danger point, down 10 with 4:20 left in the half.
You read my mind
Yeah.
again. I said with 4:20 to go in the half, you really need to cut in this lead and not let UPike extend this 10-point
Yeah,
lead.
you can't let this lead go from 10 to balloon to, say, 15, 16, something like that.
That's right.
10 on the shot clock. There's a 3-ball put up. That's too strong. That 3-ball was put up by Bird. And that's something like Larry Bird wouldn't shoot a 3 like that, would he?
That's correct.
Here's Chapman in the lane. Backs it back out. Moore on the baseline. And now out the woods, 15 to shoot. Goins in the post. He's going to have to put it up as he does and hits.
Nice rainbow from the lefty.
Nice soft touch. 3.5 remaining until halftime.
And that's 5 points for Goins, the team's leading scorer from the first night.
He had 22 on Saturday in the win over Bluefield University. Here's Bird with it now. Warwick's trying to get to the basket in the lane. He's a shifty ball handler. Shovels it down low. The short shot's no good. We got a foul, and that'll be free throws for UPike.
And I agree with the foul. It's a late whistle, but I think Tackett did a great job initially, as we see here on the instant replay, of staying straight up. But at the end, he kind of reaches a little bit with the left.
So it'll be Robbie Todd to shoot a pair for Pikeville, and the first free throw is good. And we got new players into the ball game. Graham Offendorf for the first time tonight for Tech. Second free throw for Todd is no good. He gets 1 of 2, and the lead's 9. And here's Chapman with it, coming up on the 3-minute mark of the first half. But this zone has really, Tech really hasn't had very many, transitional baskets, Eric, in this first half. Goins off the drive, leans in, scoop shot, can't get the roll. Thought he was fouled, no whistle, back the other way. Here's Walker with it for UPike. Nice cut to the basket and a nice finish that time by Robbie Todd.
Robbie Todd with 5 here in the late goings of the first half.
And for the third time this half, it's an 11-point advantage, which equals the largest lead of the half.
Coming up on the 2-minute mark, Tex in the must-needed basket.
Yeah, Chapman puts up the 15-footer, won't go. Here's Walker with it. U-Pike wanting to run. Walker with a nice crossover, tacks the basket off the glass and one.
Wow.
That's a beautiful play by L.A. Walker.
Yeah.
That looked like a little playground play, didn't it?
Yeah,
a little as we watched
Walker
he
looked like LA Laker.
I say he looked like he playing in the streets of L.A. Little shake and bake off the glass and the hoop in the arm.
I didn't see who they whistled that on. It could have been Goings.
They'll put that on the board, but this is the largest lead of the game at 13. And as we talked about just a little while ago, when it was 10, Tech obviously didn't want this to balloon up to could be 15, 16-point lead. So Walker will try to polish off the three-point play, which he does. And this is now the largest lead of the ball game at 14 at 40-26. We're under 2 minutes for the half. We'll recap the first half. Kellum on the drive, left it short. As I mentioned, Charlie Houck from Little General Stores will be our halftime guest. Little General, one of our partners here with Video Productions. We appreciate all they do. Appreciate, what they are all about with, local sports and throughout the great state of West Virginia.
Yeah, celebrating their 50th anniversary.
There's a drive. That shot's too strong by Cutler, but they maintain the possession, and they hit a three, and the three ball is bunch. And now the lead's 43-26, 17-point lead, biggest of the game. They've got a nice little run here, Eric, a 9-0 run. Here's a three in the corner, is no good.
Good box out right there on the glass by U-Pike.
But, this zone has performed a lot of perimeter stuff. Bunch, he was bothered by that shot as he shoots an air ball.
Yeah, and I think someone running past him kind of altered the three as we look at the replay here on the make from Bunch.
As Jackson Tackett will check back into the Tech lineup. But it was an 8-point game a minute ago, and boom, just like that, 17. Quick 9-0 run as we're in the final minute of the first half. So if Tech would go quick, Eric, they could go 2 for 1, but they're going to have to really go quick because we're down to 10 on the shot clock. Chapman on the drive. Woods will dial it up from downtown. It won't go, but an offensive rebound.
Tackett with a nice cleaning of the glass.
Woods, a little fall away, hits the shot.
Way to stick with it, Woods. If you don't succeed, try and shoot again.
And a timeout. It'll be last shot time of the half. And we'll keep it here. Let you know that tonight's action is brought to you in part by Pepsi of Southern West Virginia. Pepsi is a proud sponsor of all the sports in the great state of West Virginia. Also, tonight's action is brought to you in part by Allstate Insurance, located at Market Road in Beckley. Lori Richmond's the agent. 304-252-8646. You're in good hands with Allstate, and you're in good hands with Lori Richmond. And also the Spartan Factory. Spartan Factory located in Beckley, West Virginia. They have T-shirts, team uniforms, anything that you need for any team that you have, and you can check them out on their website, the SpartanFactoryWV.com. Well, last shot time, 23.6 for the half, Eric, and I'm sure that Pikeville want to make sure that when they take a shot, they don't want to leave Tech with a lot of time left to be able to get the final shot of the half.
Yeah, and exactly right. But, this being their first game, this looks like a well-oiled machine. They look like they really share the ball with one another. They have shooters all over the court, so tough team to defend.
So they'll hold it for the final shot and probably make their move with about 10 seconds. And here they go. Bunch has it. Here's a drive to the basket. That's just too easy. That's a defensive breakdown by Tech. And that's Cutlip getting right to the rim. 45-28. Here's Moore. Got to get a shot off. Fall away from the baseline. Count if it goes, and it does. And that's a 2. I do believe that is a 2 for Moore. And it is a 2. And at the break, it'll be a 15-point advantage for the number 12 team in the country in NAIA. It'll be Pikeville 45 and WU Tech 30. We'll take a break, come back, recap the first half. Like I said, it'll have Charlie Howe from Little General Stores, my halftime guest, and we'll do it on the other side of the break here on Video Productions.
We gave a future driver a first look and asked what he thinks makes a good truck. These trucks aren't just for today's drivers, they're for future ones too.
There's a compartment here, great leather seats, a bunch of charging ports, has everything pretty much.
Now it's your turn.
Since I'm too young to do business in the front, I have to do party in the back.
Come to Midstate Ford and drive off in a new truck, cool enough to earn backseat approval. Midstate Ford, home of the Big John deals.
Before you hit the Hatfield-McCoy trails, fuel up the way West Virginians do, at Little General Stores. We're proud to be part of your ride. Rooted in West Virginia and built for the back roads. Little General Stores. Fuel your adventure the West Virginia way.
There's a place where innovation becomes transformation, where you'll find that education is not just about learning, but about being excited to learn. A place to feel at home. Pursue dreams and prepare for careers. Build lifelong friendships. And a place where you'll be encouraged and mentored along your journey. Discover your future. Get ready to soar. The University of Charleston.
Hey, grab me one too.
I never thought this would happen.
When disaster takes control of your life,
we got you.
Get it back with a single call to the team that shows up fast to make things right. Serve Pro, like it never even happened.
Direct Choice Pre-Owned Auto Sales is a proud supporter of all our area middle school and high school athletics. Direct Choice Pre-Owned Auto Sales keeps a huge selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs with some of the best prices in southern West Virginia. We also have several lenders for your financing needs. Direct Choice Pre-Owned Auto Sales and your student athletes, a winning combination.
And we welcome you back to the Raleigh County Convention Center here in Beckley, West Virginia with Eric Thomas. I'm Maris Lowry, the heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins, producing and directing, Jackie Moon on camera. And at the break, the number 12 team in the country, Pikeville, they lead the WVU Tech Golden Bears by 15, 45-30. They led by as many as 17 in that first half, and they take a 15-point lead to the locker room with them. But now we're going to switch gears and talk a little bit of high school basketball. We have Charlie Houck from Little General Stores. And Charlie, first of all, we want to thank you and Little General for all the great things that you guys do, not just here locally, but throughout the state of West Virginia. You guys are really involved in athletics, and it's a great partnership with Video Productions and Little General Stores.
Well, thank you, Maris. It's a privilege for us at Little General to get involved in a lot of things.
All right, well, one thing you're involved in is something really exciting, and that's high school basketball, and you have that tournament. It's right around Christmas this year, a little after Christmas. So, Charlie, give us who's playing, the dates, and all that good stuff.
Okay, this is actually the 11th year of the Little General Battle for the Armory, and we have 8 high school teams that come in. It's actually 2 tournaments. The afternoon tournament, it's the December 29th and December 30th. And on the 29th at 2 o'clock, we've got Oak Hill playing Charleston Catholic. We have Princeton playing Winfield. And then in the evening, we've got Shady playing James Monroe, and we've got Woodrow playing Wyoming East. So that's the first round. And then on the next night, 2 o'clock consolation game, championship game at 4, then consolation game of the evening teams at 6, and then the championship at 8. So we're excited. Winfield's first year we've had Winfield, but Wyoming East is looking very, very strong this year, and them playing Woodrow in the first round ought to be pretty exciting. James Monroe is always good, and they came in with a 34-game winning streak several years ago, and Woodrow beat them by 1 point. to break that. And then obviously Shady's good every year. Oak Hill and Catholic won the state championship 2 years ago. Princeton and Winfield ought to be interesting. So I think we've got some good matchups this year.
You've got good quality teams. Once again, this event will take place on Monday, December 29th, and Tuesday, December 30th, following Christmas. And it's a great time between Christmas and New Year's to let people kind of get out and kind of, you already went through Christmas and right before New Year's, such a great time. And people around this area are starving for basketball and something to do during that time. And like I said, you got quality teams.
And that's really where it came from. I've loved basketball for a long time, and it just seemed like a down period between Christmas and New Year's. So just came up with the idea to do this 11 years ago, and it's worked pretty well. And I want to say we very, very much appreciate your fan support. Those of you that come to our game allow this tournament to allow this tournament to go on. So we really appreciate the fans that support their teams at this tournament.
Yeah, you must be reading my mind, because that's the next thing I was getting ready to ask you, because here as we sit on Tuesday, November the 4th, those that will be here December the 29th, 30th, before you know it. So when will tickets go on sale, and how do people get tickets for this event?
Yeah, the tickets, you really don't need tickets in advance. Now, you can get them through the Armory in advance if you choose, but I think if you come and you show up fairly early, you're going to be fine. So I wouldn't worry about tickets. You can buy tickets as you come in at the door, and that's generally worked well. You can come in, and from Andrea at the Armory, you can get them early if you so choose.
Now let me ask you this: if you come and you want the whole day, is there separate tickets? In other words, is this one ticket price, or is there multiple ticket prices?
Good question. One ticket gets you in for all games.
So whether you watch one game or 4 games that particular day, it's the same price whether you watch one or 4.
If you come to 2 o'clock game, you can stay all the way through.
Now, I've got to ask you this. If you come for the 2 o'clock game and decide you want to come back for the 8 o'clock game, you got to pay a second time, correct?
Yeah, you can come in and out at your leisure.
Oh, so you don't have to pay a second time.
We make it easy.
Absolutely. That's easy to watch a lot of great basketball. Before I let you go, Charlie, I know you're also a big fan of West Virginia Tech, and right now they got some work to do in the second half. As I said earlier, they trailed by as many as 17. They're down 15 here at the halftime.
Well, and earlier this evening, the girls are now 2-0.
Right.
As they won. And, Maris, I just want to tell you, I appreciate everything you do.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
And, Charlie, I'll tell you this. I enjoy playing pickleball with you. And hopefully sooner or later you and I can get back on the court and play some pickleball.
Maris and I do play a little pickleball.
Yes, thank you very much. Charlie Hackle, Little General Stores. We'll take a break, come back. Eric will give you the stats of the first half, and we'll do it on the flip side here on Video Productions.
When you're in need of a plumber, you want someone that's going to treat you like family. Modley's Plumbing and Heating, a family-owned business since 1987, wants you to know our customers and employees are as important as family. Built by family to families, quality work is our hallmark at Modley's Plumbing and Heating. So the next time you're in need of a plumber, give Modley's Plumbing and Heating a call at 304-253-HELP. Help to Modley's means handling every little problem.
He's a Greenbrier buyer. She's a Greenbrier buyer. They're Greenbrier buyers. And we want to make you a Greenbrier buyer too. At Greenbrier Automotive, we'll do whatever we can to make your car buying experience the best it can be. From providing outstanding service to offering a huge selection to choose from, all with the best deals possible. Visit one of our 7 area dealerships soon, or shop over 800 vehicles on greenbrierautomotive.com.
Access Health began as a small clinic with a simple yet powerful purpose: to care for our neighbors right here at home. From the very beginning, it was about people showing up for each other, building trust, and staying connected. Today, Access Health is serving thousands across southern West Virginia. But what makes us different isn't just the care we provide, it's who provides it. Our team was born here, trained here, and lives here. This is what community looks like. This is Access Health, by the community, for the community, always.
Hey, grab me one too.
For 50 years, Little General Stores has proudly served West Virginia, fueling families, friends, and communities across the Mountain State. To celebrate our golden anniversary, we're giving away $50,000 to thank you, our loyal customers. Little General Stores, 50 years strong and just getting started.
I never thought this would happen.
When disaster takes control of your life, we got you. Get it back with a single call to the team that shows up fast to make things right. Serve Pro, like it never even happened.
And we welcome you back to the Raleigh County Convention Center. A 15-point advantage for the number 12 team in NAIA Pikeville. They lead Tech 45-30. We'll go inside the numbers. Inside the numbers brought to you by Pepsi of Southern West Virginia. Like to have me an ice-cold Pepsi right about now, whether it's the blue can of Pepsi or it's the silver can of Diet Pepsi or the black can of Pepsi Zero. You want the nice, crisp taste of an ice-cold Pepsi. Eric, you have the numbers of the first half.
Well, Maris, the difference in this contest, the 15-point lead, is that balance from U-Pike. 8 players have entered the game. 9 players have entered the game, and 8 of them scored.
Yeah.
And for WVU Tech, it's kind of been a struggle. They have five individuals scoring. Leading the way for U-Pike with 10 points is Keenan Cutlip. He started the game, had 2 threes in the first half, and 10 points. L.A. Walker, another starter, has 9. Keon Warwick is the starting point guard, as you said. A slick ball handler, has 6 points with 2 threes. Bradley Bunch, the leading scorer and the returning second-team All-American, has kind of been held in check with 5 points. And Robbie Todd off the bench with 5. Jalen Rigdon with 4, and 2 people chipping in with 3, and that would be Jace Copley with 3 and Riley Sammons with 3.
And now for Tech?
And for Tech individually, they're being led by Brandon Moore and Roman Kellum off the bench. They both have 7 each, Maris. And Jackson Tackett also chipping in with 6, and 2 people with 5. Ian Goins, who's the team's leading scorer Saturday night against Bluefield, has 5, and Woods off the bench with 5.
And, the thing that you're talking about here with a 15-point advantage and your top player, talking about U-Pike, their top player in Bradley Bunch, he's only scored 5 points, and yet they had a lead as much as 17, and they lead by 15.
And you can tell, and you're going to give the team totals as far as shooting, Maris. The one thing I like about U-Pike, he doesn't look stressed. Usually you got a guy, a big gun coming in.
Right.
He doesn't look like he's pressed to score.
Right.
And he's wanting to get in because, he's going to get his eventually. We'll look up later in the game. He'll probably have 20.
Right, and Pikeville shot it really well, Eric. From the floor in the first half, they were 17 of 33, 7 of 16 from downtown, and 4 of 5 at the line. On the flip side, Tech did not shoot it well from anywhere. They were 13 of 34 overall, just 2 of 13 downtown, and 2 of 5 at the line. And the big thing, and you talked about it, and we both did, was I think that zone really bothered Tech. Like I said, just 2 of 13 from behind the arc.
Yeah, and when U-Pike started out in a little man-to-man, and that's great coaching right there by Ty Compton, as he realized, the smaller Tech is a little smaller, so the driving lanes, they were doing a good job of getting into the paint and getting shots up.
After this game tonight, Tech will be on the road for the next 6 games. As a matter of fact, as I stated earlier, they won't play in this building again after tonight until January 13th. The only other 2 remaining home games will be played on their campus because this building is not available. So, coming up on Thursday, they'll be at Williamsburg, Kentucky, and they'll take on the University of Kentucky Cumberlands. They'll also be there. It's a tournament on Thursday and Friday. Then they're off for a week on the November 14th. They'll be at Georgetown. There's a tournament there on the 14th and 15th. And then they'll be at the Rio Grande tournament on Friday the 21st and Saturday the 22nd. So, like I said, after tonight, just on the road the remainder of the month. And like I said, when they do come home, they'll be home December 6th and 13th playing on their campus facility. And then on December 23rd, they will take the trip to Huntington and take on Marshall. And by the way, the Thundering Herd of Marshall beat UMass last night in their first game. And what's unique about that, for the ones that don't know, Cornelius Jackson, the head coach of Marshall, his younger brother Benitez is assistant coach for Tech. So I'm sure that's how they managed to work that game out.
And that is it will be great for this Tech team to go down and play in the Henderson Center.
Yeah, and like you and I, we both have known both Benitez Jackson and Cornelius Jackson. Matter of fact, I had an opportunity to take Cornelius Jackson to the Nike camp about 30-some years ago, and he was first recruited by Tennessee.
And when you talk about Cornelius Jackson, this is when this building used to be filled up, those old Beckley-O'Keel battles.
All right, start the second half and going right down the lane. Moore, he thought he was fouled, but Tech able to get the rebound and put it back up and in.
And I think that was a good no call.
Of course, every time a player misses a shot, Eric, they all think they got fouled, right? That could be the only reason why they missed it, right?
That's the only reason I missed it.
Yeah, I know in your playing days, that's what you would say. You got fouled. So here is Pikeville's first possession of the second half. And for the first time, it's under 10 on the shot clock. Walker with 5. They're going to have to get it up. 4. Will they beat the clock? Can they get it up? They just get it up in time, and they can't score as the clock goes up. And an offensive rebound. And I think when the horn sounded, it looked like Tech kind of stopped.
Yeah,
and Blevins able to sneak in there and put it back up and in.
And that's Blevins. And Blevins wasn't able to get in the scoring column early, but he's been a horse on the offensive glass.
Here's Graham dialing up a 3, and he hits. And maybe that's what Tech needs to get them back in this. Because, like I said, that's only their third made 3 of the night. But they also got to get stops. And if whenever you're behind like this, they've got to get stops. And there's a start for Tech by getting a stop as Goins will clear the rebound.
Yeah, you definitely can't match points. You have to get a few stops on that defensive end.
Here's Moore for 3, and he knocks it down.
And that puts Moore into double digits with 10 points.
Back the other way, a 3 is short, and that 3 is put up by Cutlip. Here comes Tech.
And that's what you need if you're Tech. Quick shots by the kick ball, reset that shot clock.
Yep.
But and that's what you need. You were right on cue and point with got to get some stops. But also forcing quick shots and getting the defensive rebounds can get you back in the game.
Yeah, Eric, because the clock is not under 20, they don't reset it. It stays where it is. If it's under 20, then it resets. That's one of the rules in, I don't know about all college, but in NAI. Here's Moore. He got bumped, and they cut him off. 10 to shoot.
Good patience here, though, not forcing one.
Nice pass inside. Tackett off the glass, up and in.
Tackett did a good job of getting to the body of Blevins and preventing him from trying to get a block shot.
So Tech with a good start here in the first 2 minutes and change to start the second half. From being down 15, they cut the lead in half, down 7. Walker dials up a 3. Back iron, no good. We got a foul on the rebound, and the foul is going to go against Pikeville. The foul's on Blevins.
Yeah, it looked like Blevins tried to get him on the hold, and Blevins, he has a nose for the basketball once it goes up.
So Tech right now, Eric, a little momentum. Like I said, we played two and a half minutes basically and down 15. Now they've cut it to 7.
It's been a 10-2 run.
Yeah, and now they have a chance to even cut into the lead.
Just what Coach Corey Aker drew up in his halftime.
Trying to find a way to attack the zone. Here's Goins for 3. In and good.
That's good.
I thought that was going to pop out, and he rattles it in, and all of a sudden Tech is in within 4. Down 15 a minute ago. They've cut the lead to 4.
And Goins in the double figures column.
Trying to run a pick and roll. Walker, hard dribble.
Still.
Ball's loose. Tech gets the stop, and then a frustration foul.
It's going to be on Walker.
It will be on Walker, and I think Pikeville might take a timeout here as the coach over there, Ty Compton, trying to settle his troop down a little bit.
Yeah, he just said settle down. I just think he inserted someone else, subbed in, get Walker out. I didn't see who subbed in for him.
It is Rigdon who checks into the ball game. So Tech was down as much as 17 in the first half, down 15 at the break. They've cut it to 4 and can get within 2 or perhaps 1 if they hit a 3. But as soon as I say that, they turn it over.
And I think that was a good transition foul right there by Cole Chapman. But you're right. Did you see that defense? They even switched it up even more. They went to a 1-3-1. U-Pike did. And with the length, they do have a lot of length.
Yeah, and that's really caused Tech to go a little further out. The ball's kicked out of bounds. It'll stay with Pikeville. 26 to shoot.
But Tech has gotten back in this in the second half with hot shooting and defense.
And like I said, yeah, whenever you get behind, if you're going to climb back in it, you got to get stops. Of course, if you get stops on one end, you got to put the ball in the basket on the other. So here's Bunch with it. He's really been held in check. They get the ball down low. Blevins backing his man down. Spin, little floaters, good.
Wow, nice pin on the baseline and spin with.
Yeah, that was a smooth play. Chapman a little strong on the shot as Blevins gets the rebound. Here's Rigdon, gets the ball to Bunch. Down low, Blevins off the glass, it won't go.
Yeah, Tackett made that one tough for Blevins.
Tackett has it, little mid-range jumper off the glass.
Oh,
heartbreak. I thought that was going down. Yeah.
I loved it. I love to see an old school bank shot.
Here's Bunch. Cram doing a good job cutting him off. Here's Rigdon shaking and baking, loses the ball. They're battling for it. And what do we got? Still the ball's loose, out of bounds.
First and 10, U-Pike.
Yes, and it'll stay with Pikeville with 15:37 left here in the second half, and Woods will check into the lineup.
Wow, the intensity as we look. Both teams not scared to get on the floor. Great hustle from both teams.
So 13 to shoot, and new player into the ball game, Peyton Bird. He'll put the ball in play. Bird played good in the first half. Also into the ball game is Todd. He played good in the first half, and there will be a foul on Chapman.
And that's big because that's Cole Chapman's third.
So it's the team's second, as you mentioned, his third, with 20 to shoot.
Yeah, the two team fouls in the second half are on Cole Chapman. And they can't afford to lose him. He's the primary ball handler.
Bird puts up that three. It's the side of the backboard. Here's Jackson Payton, the big fella in the front court. He might have got away with a walk in front of us.
He did get away. Definitely got away with the travel. But it's not a travel unless they call it.
Yeah, nice pass. A beautiful pass that time by Moore. And Tackett able to finish, and Tech back within 4.
Now Tackett in the double figures with 10.
He was in double figures on Saturday night in the win over Bluefield, Virginia. He had 17 in that.
3 players with 10 points for Tech. Great balance.
Tech playing really intense defense. And Goins, he said he can't believe it. He did body him up a little bit, and I think that's a good call.
Yeah. The thing is you can body, but you're trying to make a move to the basket. That's impeding the progress of the dribbler. You're going to call that every time.
Timeout on the floor, 14:51 here in the second half. 4-point lead for number 12 Pikeville as they lead Tech 49-45. We'll be right back here on Video Productions.
Direct Choice Pre-Owned Auto Sales is a proud supporter of all our area middle school and high school athletics. Direct Choice Pre-Owned Auto Sales keeps a huge selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs with some of the best prices in southern West Virginia. We also have several lenders for your financing needs. Direct Choice Pre-Owned Auto Sales and your student athletes, a winning combination.
For 50 years, Little General Stores has proudly served West Virginia, fueling families, friends, and communities across the Mountain State. To celebrate our golden anniversary, we're giving away $50,000 to thank you, our loyal customers. Little General Stores, 50 years strong and just getting started.
Welcome back to Beckley as we get the updated numbers, Eric. 14:51 remaining in the ball game. 4-point lead for Pikeville, Kentucky, leading Tech 49-45. The overall shooting, each team has made 19 shots from the floor. As Pikeville's 19 of 41, Tech's 19 of 43. The big difference from downtown at the free throw line. Pikeville 7 of 18 from downtown. Tech just 5 of 16 at the line. 4 of 5 for Pikeville and only 2 of 5 for Tech. And if this continues to be a tight game, here is Todd with it. Definitely free throws is going to be a very big part of that, as there's a 3-ball dialed up, no good. Long rebound and a new clock for Pikeville.
And that, once again, Tech getting killed on the offensive glass. Well, Goings may have got another way.
Yeah, I think he got away with that. Here's Bird with it. Around the horn they go. 5 to shoot. They're going to have to put it up. There's a deep 3. That's going to be short, and it is, and Goins clears the rebound. Goins maybe out of control. Yeah, and I think that's a good call, Eric. And really, there was nothing there. It was like 1 against 4, and he was trying to create Goins was a path to Damascus, which there was none.
Teachable moment there because as we watched the replay, it was 1 on 4.
Yeah, there's nowhere to
kick
go.
It. Good call by the refs.
Yes.
That's where you just have to dribble back through or pull up, and reset the offense.
So Goins will have a seat as he picks up his third personal foul.
The team's 4th of the second half.
And they put in Roman Kellum, the freshman from South Charleston, who gave Tech quality minutes in that first half.
Gave him a big lift as he had 7 points off the bench. So right now, no Goins was your leading scorer Saturday night, but Kellum does give you, and it gives you a little more length as well.
Moore comes up with the steal. Tech trying to cut into the lead. They trailed by as many as 17 in the first half, trailed by 15 at the halftime, and Eric, they got a chance to get within 2, or if they hit a 3, get within 1.
And that's all you want, coming down late in the contest. You just want to be within striking distance, especially at home.
Tackett in the post, 9 to shoot. Tackett spins, puts up the shot, counted, and he's fouled.
And he's giving him, you're too small.
He gave him work in the post, didn't he?
He really did. And look, Tackett is real patient, got held, grabbed, and still was able to get it up and get a chance for a three-point play.
Yeah, trying to get the three-pointer the old-fashioned way with the hoop and the harm. And if Tackett can knock down the free throw, like I said, Tech is just 2 of 5 as a team from the line. They can cut what was a 17-point lead in the first half, 15 at halftime, cut it to 1, and the free throw is good. And just like that, Tech is back within 1. So here comes Pikeville. They go to bunch, 15 to shoot. Ball's tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with Pikeville with a 13 to shoot.
And great weak side defense by Trayton Woods as he was able to slump and that skip pass. How many times do we never see that really come to fruition?
Yeah,
it's
really
hard
be effective.
To really,
right,
it's not effective.
So here now 10 to shoot. Blevins sets a screen. Bunch has it. They're going to have to move. 5 to shoot. Here's a 3-ball. Werdix puts it up. It's short, but a nice rebound, gets to the rim. No foul, a lot of contact. Bunch on the putback. Can't get it to go. And Kellum comes out of there with it. Tech with a chance to grab the lead.
Be patient if you're Tech right here, and just run your offense, man. Get the best shot available.
Yeah, Tech has never led. This could be their first lead of the game, and that time it's going to be, got away with the travel, I thought.
Yeah, yes. I thought so too. And that time I think Moore was being a little bit unselfish. Yeah. Let's see if his feet hit the ground before he passes it.
Yeah, I thought that was a travel. He got away with that. So Tech now with 13 to shoot. They get it in. Tech trying to get their first lead of the night. Chapman in the far corner. 8 to shoot. They're going to have to put it up. 5 to shoot. Woods, that's a tough step-back 3, and it's not there, but Tech with the rebound. They get a new 30, and then it's stripped.
It's stripped, and Tech had their chances.
Yeah, but they let the clock wind down as Walker dials up a 3 that's too strong, and tackle runs down the long rebound. He'll let it go out of bounds. But that last possession, the clock, they got too deep in the clock.
Yeah, and had to rush one, but they get another chance here to take their first lead of the contest.
So coming up on the 12-minute mark, and here's Chapman.
So right now, going under 12 minutes.
Moore for 3, right down the chute, right in front of us. And for the first time tonight, Tech has the lead as they lead by 2. That was a nice shot. That happened right in front of us. And there's a whistle and a foul away from the ball.
Well, right now, as we look at the replay, as Moore dials it up from deep, it's a 21-4 second-half run in the first 9 minutes of the second half.
Yeah, whatever Corey Akert, the head coach, said, he needs to bottle that speech,
You need to bottle that speech up.
Here's Bunch with it, 20 to shoot. Walker down the lane, shoots through the contact, doesn't get it to go, got his own rebound. Second time it won't go. Moore clears it, and here comes Tech.
Next dead ball probably be a media timeout.
3 ball. That one won't go.
But this place would have went crazy.
Yes. Walker clears. If you're Kellum, you don't want to make a foul 80 feet away from the basket.
And right now, offensively, this U-Pike team, Pikeville's really struggling.
Inside, there's a foul. The foul's on Woods, and that'll get Wardick to the free throw line. He'll shoot a pair to try to tie the game with 11:09 left in it. And a 2-point Tech advantage at 51-49.
In the first free throw attempts of the second half for Pikeville, as they're 4 or 5 from the charity stripe on the night.
Yeah, Pikeville led by as many as 17 in the first half, led by 15 at halftime. But as you mentioned, Eric, out of the second half, Tech has come roaring back and got their first lead on a couple possessions ago.
Yeah.
And now Warwick has a chance to tie the game back up.
And this will, if he can make this to tie it, this will only be the 6th point of the second half.
And he can't do it. And Tech has the ball and up 1 as we're coming up on the 11-minute mark of the second half. Glad you're with us on Video Productions. I'm Maris Lowry with Eric Thomas. Jackie Moon on camera, and the heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins, producing and directing, doing a fabulous job. Looks like now Pikeville there was extending the pressures. Kellum inside with the left hand. He couldn't get it to go.
Tough miss. You got what you wanted in the teeth of the zone, not able to capitalize.
And of course, he is left-handed anyway. That's why it made that shot natural with his left hand into the center of the lane. Pikeville trying to regain the lead, 15 to shoot. A lot of contact, and they get an offensive foul. And, you know, they called that foul on Bradley Bunch.
Yeah.
And Bunch was a guy that we were told, as we watched the replay, we were told before we came on the air, he's the guy, he's a NAIA All-American, and he just has not had that kind of game here tonight.
No, he hasn't, and that was the correct call, too, because on the dribble handoff, you have to give the defender a chance to get around you.
And here's a turnover. Walker's played really good on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, you know what? He doesn't seem phased. He's just real calm out there.
And he's got the ball now, and he'll draw the foul.
Yeah, and I think that was actually a good foul by Tackett.
Well, because I think he's going to get beat.
Put on roller skates right there.
But I will say this, Eric, don't you? I think that the physical nature of the play is picked up in the second half.
Oh, it definitely has. They call that on the floor?
Nope, apparently not.
That was the 17th foul.
Yeah, they're over the limit.
1-1, over the limit.
So it'll be 1-and-1 time.
And Walker is 1 of 1 from the free throw line. 9 points.
Free throw is good, so he'll get the bonus opportunity. Game's tied up. Walker with a chance to put Pikeville back in front. Walker ready. Second free throw on its way, and it's good. And now Pikeville regains the lead by 1 point. And now they'll extend the pressure. Coming up here on the halfway point of the second half. It's been a very exciting, entertaining game. Pikeville's first game. This is Tech's second. Kellum down low, goes up. Probably could have used the glass that time.
A little more on the glass in between.
Yeah, and back the other way comes U-Pike. Working the ball around, looking for a good shot. Got plenty of time on the shot clock, 17 to shoot. Bunch into the lane, spins, they cut him off, good defense attack it. Bunch will force it up, and I think that's what that is. The ball's out of bounds, it will go off of Pikeville, and that's immediate timeout. 9:22 remaining here in the second half. It's a 1 point lead for Pikeville, 52-51. We'll take a quick break. Be right back here on Video Productions.
Here we grow again. Pioneer Community Bank is proud to offer a network of banks right here in our communities. By offering you more locations, Pioneer continues to meet all your banking needs where you are. Please stop by our new Harper Road location. We are truly investing in Southern West Virginia. Pioneer Community Bank. Friendly service, great products. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
There's a place where innovation becomes transformation, where you'll find that education is not just about learning, but about being excited to learn. A place to feel at home. Pursue dreams and prepare for careers. Build lifelong friendships. And a place where you'll be encouraged and mentored along your journey. Discover your future. Get ready to soar. The University of Charleston.
And we welcome you back to the Raleigh County Convention Center. 9:22 remaining here in the second half. 52-51, or maybe should I say in regulation, Eric?
Yeah, because the way this game, these teams have battled, and defensively, it's been turned up a notch by Tech as they've really battled on the defensive glass as well.
Tech has made one more field goal, 21 to actually two more field goals, 21-19, and Pikeville's taken one more shot, 50-49.
The difference is in the free throw line.
Yep, 7 of 9 for Pikeville, 3 of 6 for Tech. Down low, and Tech able to score.
Kellum with the tip.
Kellum, he's played really big off the bench tonight for Tech.
9 points for Kellum on the night.
And that's what he had in the game against Bluefield on Saturday, as Goins clears the rebound.
And Tech with a chance to get a little bit of breathing room.
Craven back on the floor. Now Tech maybe trying to spread the floor. And, that's one thing, too, Eric, Pikeville, they've never really come out of the zone.
They never have. I think they played man maybe 2 possessions as Goins.
Goins in the lane with a bucket. Here's Walker with it. Walker, a hard dribble, beats his man off the glass, up and in. Nice play.
And good help by Goins. Lucky not to pick up that foul. Is Walker silky smooth.
Yeah, that's just good hard dribble, beat his man, and got right to the rim to lay it up and in. Kellum with it. 16 to shoot. Kellum on the drive. Back to Chapman. Goins will dial it up for 3. It won't go. Walker with the rebound. And Pikeville with the chance to regain the lead. Bunch into the lane, a lot of contact, no whistle, off the glass, up and in.
7 points for Bunch on the night, but that's a big bucket from your leader to regain the lead by 1.
Woods open for 3, it won't go. Walker able to clear the rebound for Pikeville.
That looked good when it left the hands. Yeah. Nice rotation, just not able to connect.
Easy layup right to the rim, and that's too easy for Cutlip to get right to the front of the rim to lay it up and in.
Cutlip with 12. Mini 4-0 run here.
Yeah, it's been a kind of quiet 12, but he's been good, hasn't he?
He has.
So coming up on the 7-minute mark here, the second half. Ten to shoot for Tech. Chapman, 15-footer straight away, and it's short.
Thought he was going to get the home row there.
Yep. Bunch cleared the rebound. He has it now. Cutlip. Over to Walker. Bunch on a curl. 16 to shoot. Bunch steps out, dials up a 3, and he rings the bell from downtown. And a good timeout is now Pikeville exerting herself as they've opened up a 6-point lead. 3:33 remaining second half. 61-55 the lead for Pikeville, and it's a 30-second timeout. So we'll let you know that tonight's game is brought to you in part by State Farm Insurance. Scotty Brown's your local State Farm agent in Shady Spring, West Virginia. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. You can dial up Scotty at 681-238-6130. Also the game tonight brought to you in part by Exit Elevation Realty. If you're in the market to buy or sell your house, you can reach out to Luke Richmond, the broker, Steve Morgan, the associate broker, and you can do that by checking them out on the website at exitelevationwv.com. Well, Eric, I guess it's just been a game of runs after Tech started this half after being down by as many as 17 in the first half, 15 at halftime, actually took the lead, and now Tech down 6 with 6.5 to go.
Yeah, after Tech took the lead, the leading scorer for U-Pike from last year really took over. He only had 5 points in the first half, but he scored the last 5 to extend the lead here.
So out of the timeout, Tech will have it. So once again, Tech will go on the road. They won't be back in this building again till January the 13th. After tonight, they have only 2 more home games in this calendar year, December the 6th and the 13th, and both of those will be played at their campus site at Van Meter Gymnasium. So out of the timeout, Tech has it as they trail by 6, and I think this is important offensive possession here.
Yeah, it really is, because this lead could easily balloon back up to 9 points, and you're running out of possessions here at the 6-minute mark.
Moore on the baseline drive. They cut him off. You'll find Goings in the far corner. A lot of contact, no whistle. 9 to shoot. Moore spins, head fake, tough shot, and it won't go. Battle for the rebound, and Moore got the rebound. A lot of contact, and he's able to reverse layup to put it back up and in. That was a heck of a play, Eric.
Yeah, and Brendan Moore with 15 as he really battled, stayed with it, and got the easy, well, not the easy bucket, worked hard for it.
Here's a 3, good. The 3 is dialed up.
And technical foul called. Technical foul called on Warwick's after the 3. He gave the little signal right in front of the face of the WVU Tech player. I was blocked to see who it was.
Yeah, we're watching it. Watch the replay. You can't do that. You got to be better than that. And he's a really good player as the free throw is no good. And there he knocks the 3, and then he gave like a little 3-ball sign as it'll be both free throws are missed by Tech. It was a golden opportunity as Woods misses both free throws. The technical free throws for Tech.
And what did we say at the top of the broadcast? Potential for a 5-point play is wiped away.
Yeah, and, you know, Tech has not shot free throws good tonight. They didn't show them good in their opening season win against Bluefield, Virginia. As they trail 64-57, tack it down low, and he'll draw the foul and get to the line. Even though the whistle was late, I think it was a good call.
It was the correct call. And let's see, though. You're going to a place where it's not been kind to you as Tackett is 1 of 1 on the night.
Yeah, Tech is 3 of 8 thus far, Eric, at the free throw line. And, of course, you think you got to get to the line more than that. Like on Saturday, they got the line 20 times, and they made 13 of them. Tackett will shoot a pair. First free throw is good. And Tackett ready for his second free throw. And the second free throw is good. He got them both. So coming down to crunch time as we're under 5.5 to go here in the second half. Pikeville with the ball and up 5. Ball screen. 14 to shoot. Now 9 to shoot. Down the lane, a lot of contact. And what do we got? They just say a turnover. That was a lot of contact.
Well, I
right
think
there.
he was vertical, if we could get the replay maybe on this. And
it was Rigdon as he goes down the lane. I mean, to me, that looked like a lot of contact. It looked like a foul to me. But I'm not the one that counts.
That's right.
I'm just saying. That's one thing I've noticed, and Eric, since you and I have been calling this NII, these Tech games, you got to really be strong with the ball.
Yeah, you do. They're not going to give you anything ticky-tack, that's for sure.
12 to shoot, and
Turnover.
Tech turns it over and then commits a foul. And that's what you don't want to do. You turn it over, and then you compact it by committing a foul.
And that's going to be free throws.
Yeah, over the limit is 4:41 left here in the second half. Timeout on the floor, 5-point lead for Pikeville, 64-59. We will take the break with them and be right back here on Video Productions.
You have a goal. You know what you want. Start with us. New River Community and Technical College, your community college. Take classes online or in a classroom in Beaver, Lewisburg, Summersville, or Princeton. Or step outside the classroom in one of our technical or health programs. Find flexible and affordable options to help you reach your goal. It's closer than you think when you start with us. New River Community and Technical College. Apply today.
I never thought this would happen.
When disaster takes control of your life, we got you. Get it back with a single call to the team that shows up fast to make things right. Serve Pro, like it never even happened.
Colder days are coming. Replace those old drafty windows and doors now. Call Window World of Beckley today. 1-800-WINDOW-WORLD.
And we welcome you back to the Raleigh County Convention Center in Beckley. With Eric Thomas, I'm Maris Lowry. The heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins, producing and directing. Jackie Moon on camera. And coming down to crunch time, Eric, 4:41 remaining in the game. And it'll be free throw time for Pikeville as they lead by 5.
Yes, be Keon Warwick's at the free throw line, Maris, and where he's 1 of 2. Been able to knock down 3 3-pointers tonight.
And as a team, with that first free throw made, they are now 80% from the line, 8 out of 10 on the night for Pikeville.
And that's how you win basketball games.
Especially when you're trying to put a team away. And we still got, there's a lot of possessions, a lot of basketball left over the next 4:41. But now, as he misses the second one, but with Tech over the limit, every time Pikeville gets fouled, they'll get to the line, and you got to be able to knock them down. 6-point advantage. Here's Tackett, 14-footer, and he gets the roll. So Tech's cut it to 4, and if you're Tech, you got to get stops.
That's 17 on the night for Tackett.
And that's what he had on Saturday as Rigdon takes it, and the shot is no good, and it's out of bounds over to Tech. So Tech gets a stop as checking back into the Pikeville lineup will be Bradley Bunch.
And Salmons checks out, and right now it's just crunch time.
Yeah,
going down the last 4 minutes of the game.
Right, you got to make sure you get a good shot if you're Tech on this possession. You got 23 on the shot clock. Ball is kicked out of bounds. Now that should reset to 20 as the NAI rules. I know a little bit about it. Not much, but a little bit.
Yeah, taught me on that one.
On the far side there in front of the Tech bench, Goins inbounds. Here's Chapman with it. Ball kicked again.
Reset to 20.
Yep, reset to 20. We're all over that one. Only one time tonight, and I say only because these are very good officials. They came over, and they just wanted to be sure that's good officiating. They had a question to whether a three-point shot was actually a three-point shot by Pikeville, which the replay showed that it was.
So you never think about that until late in the game.
Right.
And look at the score.
Right.
If that was a race down to 2, it'd be a one-possession game now.
Yeah. 8 to shoot. Tackett goes hard to the basket, off the glass, up and in.
19 for Tackett.
And you're right, now what's a 2-point game? Had that not have been a 3, it would be a 1-point game. Here's Warwick's 20 to shoot, step back, 3 ball on its way, won't go, and Tech with a chance to tie or regain the lead. Here's Moore, shaking and baking. Moore to the basket, head fake. And the ball is stripped, and Tech turns it over.
Nice dig by Warwick's as I think that was Woods trying to drive him strip.
Warwick's has played really well on both ends of the floor.
He has.
You can see why he's the point guard, the quarterback of their squad. Here's Blevins. Bunch with it now, 15 to shoot. Warwick's now with 10 to shoot. They dip it down low. Catch, shoot, and score. That time, that's Bunch. And that's a big bucket, and it's a 4-point game.
And Bunch with 12.
2:40 left in it. Here's Goins. I beg your pardon, Moore. Now Goins has it. Chapman backs it out. Chapman open, 3 ball on its way. It's short. Blevins will clear the rebound for Pikeville.
And this is possession now, Maris. This is one where you got to dig deep if you're Tech and get a stop.
Yeah, you don't want to foul because that would send him to the line. Tech's over the limit.
Yeah, you just have to play good, sound defense and try to induce a miss here.
And Pikeville probably want to run a little clock here. Down to 10 on the shot clock. Bunch down the lane. Walker into the lane. Walker a little short fadeaway and scores. As you mentioned, Eric, he's so smooth, and he showed it right there. Nice little smooth shot, and Tech wants a timeout. 1:47 left here in the second half. 69-63, the lead for Pikeville. We'll take a break. Be right back here on Video Productions.
Hey, my name's Paige, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is the crispiness of the breading and the tenderness of the filet. It's tasty, it's warm, it's total satisfaction.
Hi, Hi, this is Tanya, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is that warm bun, the perfectly seasoned chicken, and that pickle. Woo! I love it. There's a taste of my childhood in every bite.
When you're in need of a plumber, you want someone that's going to treat you like family. Modley's Plumbing and Heating, a family-owned business since 1987, wants you to know our customers and employees are as important as family. Built by family to families, quality work is our hallmark at Modley's Plumbing and Heating. So the next time you're in need of a plumber, give Modley's Plumbing and Heating a call at 304-253-HELP. Help to Modley's means handling every little problem.
Tech inbounds the ball, 1:44 left here in the second half. Big possession, Eric. They almost got a score. There's a 3-ball put up, and that won't go. Goings, it's out of bounds. It will go over to Pikeville. I thought maybe it was a real quick 3 right there. I'm not sure they needed that quick. And
yeah, definitely not what you call a timeout and draw up.
No. And I'm not sure that I think Corey Akert, he looks disgusted. I don't think that's the play maybe that they called in the huddle. And now Tech's got to play good defense without fouling. 1:25 left in the game, 20 on the shot clock. Blevins has it, Bunch with it now. Walker would be the guy I would look to get it to, but right there, throw the ball down low. Bunch able to muscle up and draw the foul and get to the line.
And that's going to be on Tackett. And Bunch down the stretch has really been aggressive as he has 12 points, 10 in the 5 in the first and 5 in the second half. 7, in the second half.
So here's 2 big free throws with 1:11 left in the contest and a 69-63 lead. First free throw is good. And, when the final numbers are in, if Pikeville is able to hang on and win this game, a lot in part is going to be from the free throw line, because of the free throw line. And Tech just right now in the early season is 1 of 2 is made, a 7-point game. Tech that's an area where obviously they feel they will have to shoot much better. Nice take to the basket. The shot is no good. Goins with the putback up and in. As Goins able to clean up the miss from Moore, under a minute. And what do we got? I'm not sure what we got. The referees will converse. 56 seconds left here in the second half. 5-point lead. Ball comes into Cutler. He's in trouble. Good hustle. Nice play. They tie him up. And the arrow is in Pikeville's favor. But that was great hustle by Tech.
Yeah, and this is going to be tough now for Tech. Still got, a couple possessions probably left, but if you can't get a steal here quick, you might want to try to put them on the free throw line.
Yeah, because the next foul, even though the next foul would be the 10th foul, would be 2 shots. I'm with you, Eric. I think if you don't get a quick steal, you've got to get a foul. There's a timeout. We'll keep it here and let you know that tonight's game is brought to you in part by Edward Jones. Heather Cantley is your Edward Jones financial advisor. For new locations on Harper Road in Beckley, you can contact Heather at 681-254-0097 to help start planning for your retirement. Also, by Hart's Cabinets, located in MacArthur, West Virginia. They have quality custom cabinets. They're a proud sponsor of local sports. 304-252-2917. Well, the strategy is, Eric, with 49.6 left here in the contest and a 5-point advantage. I'm with you. I think if you don't get the steal, I don't think you can allow Pikeville, if you're Tech, to run too much time on the clock.
You don't.
You got to foul.
You got to foul, and if you don't get the steal and hope they make either 1 of 2 or
hopefully both of them if you're Tech. But I don't think you can, because they could run it down and then take a shot with, they could run it down to 20
seconds.
to like 30 seconds left in the game, and or even below 30 seconds left in the game, and you don't want to do that if you're Tech. You want to give you the best chance, and that would be, like I said, if you don't get the steal, commit the foul. Bunch set to put it in play. They've got to commit the foul. Now they do just that. So it'll be 2 shots, and the last time Warks was at the line, he made 1 of 2.
But that's the young man you probably want at the free throw line, late in the contest, your point guard.
Right.
He's 2 of 4 from the charity stripe, though, so might not be a bad foul.
Well, but sometimes, it's when you make them. You got to figure it's first game of the season. If you're a point guard, you're in the game, you figure you know you're going to handle the ball, you would think that he would be a pretty decent free throw shooter.
Oh, it looks good. I mean, coming off his hands.
But he missed it.
Yes.
And if you're Tech, you've got to get the rebound. And Eric, down 5, if you're Tech, you don't need a 3.
No, quick 2 and get into your defense.
And I would say just take the best shot available. If you got an open look for a 3, you could take it, but you don't need it. Second free throw on its way, and he got 1 of 2. And the lead is 71-65 for Pikeville. All the way to the basket. We talked a quick 2. High off the glass by Moore is good. Same strategy will apply. They don't get the steal, got to get the foul. And like I said, maybe a good foul because Warwick is only 50% from the line tonight with 40.4 left here in regulation.
17 for Moore after that drive to the bucket.
Yeah, good hard take. Love that play. Like I said, just he made up his mind when he got the ball. He was going hard to the basket, laid it up and in. Free throw is good.
$12 points after that free throw by Works.
Work's second free throw on its way. Looks good, and this time he got both of them. 73-67. 35 seconds left in the game. He's out of bounds. The young man that caught it for Tech just put in the game. And when he caught it, he was out of bounds, and that's Offendorf, and his foot was out of bounds.
Yeah, and the sad thing is he made it.
Well, the thing is, Eric, you got to know where you're at on the floor, right? You got to know that you can't be out of bounds.
Yeah, look at those. Look at those feet.
Yep. And not able to get it in. A timeout is used with 33.8 seconds. Let's see if this will be a 30 or a full. It's a 30, so we'll keep it here. Let you know that tonight's game is brought to you in part by Direct Choice. Direct Choice pre-owned auto sales. Mr. Rick Lewis, they do a great job located there in Beckley, right there in Prosperity. Jimmy Davison, Richie Horton, they'll take excellent care of you. All right, Eric, 73-67, same strategy will apply.
Yeah, same strategy. Try to go for the quick steal. If not, put them on the free throw line.
That's all you can do.
And hope for a couple misses.
But it was a 17-point lead, which was the biggest lead of the game in the first half by Pikeville. They led by 15, 45-30 at halftime. And then Tech, to start the second half, had a big run and took the lead for the first time tonight. Then they went back and forth, and then Pikeville able to show why they're the number 12 team in the country preseason, able to take a surge and take control of the game.
Yeah, the Tech team battled back with a 21-4 surge in the first 9 minutes of the second half. But Pikeville, like you said, Pikeville, like you said, heart of a champion, because it's hard to battle back on the road. You know, once you give up that momentum, and they've settled down and, you know, went to Bunch a couple of times down the stretch.
And Bunch will put it in play. You know, I called Pikeview one time too. For those people not in our area that are listening, there's a high school locally, Pikeview. So and they have the same colors, right? Same colors.
Same color
I knew I was going to make that at least once, as there's a foul by Tech with 31.8. And now, if these free throws are made, if you're Tech, you might start wanting to think about shooting
Yeah,
three.
you do have to get a three-pointer up.
And Wirtz will be back at the line, and he'll shoot a pair here. Tech will be on the road this weekend. They'll be at Williamsburg, Kentucky on Thursday and Friday. They put the points on the wrong side, did they not?
Yeah, they did. It's on 74.
It should be 74-67. I'm not sure if anybody knows that yet, but they did put the points on the wrong side. And now Tech's got 67, not 68. And it is 75-67. They haven't taken the point off of Tech yet, but they don't have 68. Chapman will dial up a three. It's short, and that probably will do it. They still have got the 68, and they should have 67 if we can get the officials' attention. Now they got it figured out.
Okay.
So it's 75-67, 20.6 left. We'll have a quick post-game, the Pioneer Community Bank post-game wrap-up show. Eric, you and I don't have a football game this weekend, so we will the following weekend, as this is the last weekend of the regular season high school football in West Virginia. The playoff pairings officially come out Sunday, but most teams will know late Friday night, I guess, who and where they're going to play.
Yeah, an exciting time for a lot of local teams here in Beckley and Raleigh County. We're going to have, 2 of the 4 make the playoffs?
Beckley's in it. Independence in it. Independence knows they'll be at home the first round. If Beckley can beat George Washington Friday night, they'll get a home game as Walker made 1 of 2, final 15 seconds of the game. Tackett will dial it up for 3 and hit. And they should have 70 points. They have 69 up there. Because that was a 3. Now they got it figured out. Just a little slow on the trigger over there. So with 12.4 remaining here in awards, he's look how many free throws he shot here in the last couple minutes.
Well, here in the second half, this will be his 14th free throws.
Yeah, and probably his 7th and 8th. They got the score right now. Now I think we'll have a timeout. So we're going to look. The officials will come and look to make sure we got the time correct. There's 12.4. The score is now correct as they look at our video. And I think they're going to be
It never ran. It never ran.
Yeah, the clock never ran, as you can hear Eric, the officials are here as we watch this last 3 ball, which is good. 12.4, as you can see now, they inbound the ball and the clock does not run. I'd say at least a couple seconds anyway. What do you say, Eric?
4 seconds. Yeah, I think 4. I think it'll go down to 9.
Yeah.
Well, 3 or 4. Yeah.
So we appreciate Nick, Mr. Nick Eskins. That's
all over it.
That's why he's the heavy hitter, baby.
I think it'll go to 9-4.
That's why he is the heavy hitter. And we appreciate all his hard work.
You know the reason the clock didn't run? Because they were too busy trying to get the point.
The score correct.
Yes.
Yes. So you are correct, Eric, down to 9.4. Warwick's at the free throw line. And he can basically put the game away if he makes both of them, as he makes the first one. Now he's made it a 3-possession game with 9.4. Even if he doesn't make this, he could. It's probably the game.
Yeah, just Olay defense, don't foul.
And he misses the second, 1 out of 2. Like I said, they'll just get back, don't foul. Here's a 3 put up. That is good with 4 seconds left, but too little, too late with 3 seconds left. 77-73. And, and you look at this, Eric, it comes down to being a tight game. It's just like a play here or there is really the difference of this.
It sure is.
Each team's had their run. As they throw it in, that'll do it. And Pikeville will hang on and win the game. A very entertaining, exciting game. Your final score, the number 12 team in the country, Pikeville, they go to 1-0, win their first game as they beat WU Tech 77-73. Tech will now fall to 1-1. We'll take a break and come back with the Pioneer Community Bank postgame show coming up next here on Video Productions.
Ready to turn your passion into a career? At New River Community and Technical College, we've got the programs to get you there. Dive into our food service and event management program. Learn skills from kitchen basics to business budgeting and become seasoned for success. Or if the great outdoors is calling, answer it with our outdoor recreation program. Receive hands-on training that readies you to lead, inspire, and explore. Whatever you're passionate about, we have a path for you. Visit newriver.edu today. Start here. Go anywhere.
For 50 years, Little General Stores has proudly served West Virginia, fueling families, friends, and communities across the Mountain State. To celebrate our golden anniversary, we're giving away $50,000 to thank you, our loyal customers. Little General Stores, 50 years strong and just getting started.
Hey, grab me one too.
He's a Greenbrier buyer. She's a Greenbrier buyer. They're Greenbrier buyers. And we want to make you a Greenbrier buyer too. At Greenbrier Automotive, we'll do whatever we can to make your car buying experience the best it can be. From providing outstanding service to offering a huge selection to choose from, all with the best deals possible. Visit one of our 7 area dealerships soon or shop over 800 vehicles on greenbrierautomotive.com.
I never thought this would happen.
When disaster takes control of your life, we got you. Get it back with a single call to the team that shows up fast to make things right. Serve Pro like it never even happened.
Colder days are coming. Replace those old drafty windows and doors now. Call Window World of Beckley today. 1-800-WINDOW-WORLD.
Hey, my name's Paige, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is the crispiness of the breading and the tenderness of the filet. It's tasty, it's warm, it's total satisfaction.
Hi, this is Tanya, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original.
And we welcome you back into the Pioneer Community Bank post-game show. Maris Lowry with Eric Thomas as we put the final touches on this victory for the number 12 team, Pikeville. They defeat W Tech 77-73. And for the individual numbers, here's Eric.
Yeah, as you stated, 77 points and a lot of balance for University of Pikeville, as they were led tonight by Keon Warwicks. He had 17. Leading scorer coming into this season, Bradley Bunch had 13, and a lot down the stretch because he only had 5 at halftime. 16 out of L.A. Walker, nice move player, and Cutlip chips in with 12 for U-Pike. For the Golden Bears, they were led by the 22 points of Jackson Tackett. He really had a big second half because he only had 6 at halftime, so 16 big points in the second half. 17 from Brandon Moore, 14 from Ian Goings. And I'm going to give Roman Kellum a shout-out because he had 9, but off the bench, he played a big part in getting that Tech team back in it.
Yeah, Eric, I've got the team totals, and here's the thing that will make head coach Corey Akert really crazy. And I didn't realize this, obviously, until we got the final numbers. But for the team-wise, would you be surprised if I told you that Tech made 4 more field goals?
No, I wouldn't, because they did go on a run there in the second half.
Well, Tech made 30 field goals. They made 30 of 65 shots, while Pikeville made 26 of 62 shots. Downtown, they were basically even there, 9 of 26 for Pikeville and 8 of 25 for Tech. But the difference is at the free throw line, as Pikeville was 16 of 23 and Tech just 5 of 10, only getting to the line 10 times and only making half of them.
Yeah, and that's one thing they're going to have to shore up. And we said that the lead into the game is the one thing, 13 of 20 in the first game.
And 5 of 10
and I
now.
said, if it's a close game, that's not going to cut it.
Well, we appreciate everybody that helped get our broadcast, the preparation of our broadcast, all the fine folks at Tech. We appreciate Jackie Moon on camera, of course, the heavy hitter. Mr. Nick Eskins with another fine, smooth performance, producing and directing. For my partner, Eric Thomas, I'm Maris Lowry, repeating the final score. It was number 12 team in the country in NAIA Pikeville. They go to 1-0. They defeat W Tech. They're now 1-1, 77-73. Good night, everybody.